Story time again, Continentals. One day, all the Continentals met in a grand palace, surrounded by emblems and flags, all the trappings that can come with diplomatic enterprises. Continental Europe stand up first, gleaming and brimming. We're powerful. We have war. We have economy. We have might and strength and all the things that we can possibly need. We're strong. We carry dignity and courage. The rest of the Continentals turned their gaze towards continental Europe. They saw energy that they could not deny. That energy showed conquest and strength. Continental Europe turned their gaze to the Americas. There we shall conquer and spread our ways. A few hundred years later, the Americas was no more. Europe had taken charge. A few years later had passed. Wars and more wars, rumors of wars, shadow wars, cold wars, and just wars took place in the Americas. When the wars died down, continental Europe focused eastwards. They looked towards Africa, West Asia, India, Tatarstan, the Russians, the Chinese, and the Indonesians. Places like Timbuktu, Mecca, Moscow, Tehran, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Beijing, Jakarta, became places of renown where they was able to establish a presence. With those presence, they spread, they infested, they schemed, they maneuvered, they bribed, they paid, they worked, they advised, they assisted. To what end? To whose benefit? To what goals? And once their ambitions was known to them, they acquired the knowledge of the locals and seek to overthrow, take, and conquer the world. Those places had no idea what was in store. Over the course of hundreds of years, they accomplished most of their objectives. And then that never satisfied them. Again, they turned their gaze. Their gaze landed upon Africa. They found a continent rich in resources, people, manpower, and all the industrial resources they would need. After they finished exploiting the East with factories in China, factories in Vietnam, factories in India, New Delhi, Beijing, Tehran, Moscow. They had inclinations as to what was in store for the world, but yet they were powerless to act. They had nor the might, access to resources, nor the capable manpower to prevent what continental Europe had done. So, with its firm gaze on Africa, Europe stepped forward. I challenge you, continental Africa, for your resources, your wealth, your land, and your people. If you lose, it will be ours. If you win, you will be ours. Continental Africa stood aghast as to the ramifications of the challenge. Europe stepped forward. Africa stood strong. Europe swiped and tripped. Africa fell. Bling! Bodo! Bang! Continental Africa hit the ground. We will not kneel. We will not bend. We will not be brokered or taken advantage of. The world watched as resources, people, and ideas flowed out of Africa. Greedily, Europe snatched up the fallen crumbs of Africa. You may not kneel, Europe screamed, but you sure will fall. Looking down on Africa on the ground. In a blink, Africa was standing again. We will not kneel, Africa told Europe. We are independent and strong. You may have tripped us, disunited us, and stole some resources, but yet again we stand. Like and follow for part 2.